Hello, I'm coming at you from Dodge City, Kansas. Dodge City is the old stomping grounds of guys like my friend here, Doc Holliday. They would come here. This is an old western town that cattle were brought up from Fort Worth to meet the Santa Fe railroad lines here. So there was a lot of things that went on around the town, like gambling and gunfights, and Wyatt Earp was the sheriff here. And but that's all history. Now it's rodeos, cattle drives through the center of town, Boot Hill Museum. It's a really cool place to visit. And I've met some great people here. So hang on, I'm gonna give you a little show around Dodge City, Kansas.
Those are three things that everybody feels telling you the world of quality, performance, and power. So look, now we're going to start. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice work.
I'm here at Redbeard Coffee, and of course, where does Ramblin' Redbeard go to get his coffee in the morning? Well, when there's a place called Redbeard Coffee, you know I'm gonna check it out. So anyway, I'm here. I've been here a few days, and I met the owner, Clinton, and Clinton lives up to his name. He's got a pretty righteous red beard, and he even I'll let him tell you. I'm going to interview him, and he's a very, very awesome guy. Very interesting story, and I'm gonna talk to him and let him tell you in his own words his story. But Pretty cool. So if you're in Dodge City, Kansas, and you're looking for a good cup of coffee from a place that's run by and owned by a really great person, come down here, right on 3rd Street in front, right across from the Boot Hill Museum, and kitty corner to the Dodge City Brewing. So come on down, check out, and ask for Clinton.
Yeah, so we've been in business since 2017. We were kind of, I want to say we were kind of born out of the church, but essentially me and my two best friends, we started a church together. And I say a church meaning we created a space that we could go and worship together and find like-minded people and encourage one another, pray for one another. It was very simple. It wasn't an organization, so to speak, but we wanted to build community. And as time went on and that grew, I was having to travel a lot for work, and I was tired of being away from this community that we were building. We were spending so much time in that, and I wanted a way out. I wanted a way to be home and with my family and with this, our community. And so we decided to open a coffee shop, and I had helped a buddy. I met a guy up in Kansas City. His name's Ian Davis, and he owns a coffee shop and roastery there. And I had already gotten into coffee because of that, but he had built a similar community. It was all around motorcycles, but he had built this community, and people were they found common ground, they found common space around coffee, and it just hit me one day. I was like, man, that's it. That's how we can do it. That's how we can find our common space with the people around us, no matter what you like or what you're into or what you believe faith-wise. None of that really matters when it comes to building a community, so to speak. I think sometimes some of those things kind of break us apart at times, but we needed a common point to pull us together, and so that's coffee. And it's not like we have some little band of like that. We're an unbreakable community, but ultimately we've created a real fun atmosphere, and for us it is in reverence to the Lord and like to loving people and being really intentional about that. But at the same time, we want to reach out to our community and help them feel a part and connected and draw them in, whatever way that means. Sometimes we do street events and activities, things like that out in the street or in the building. Like we do a lot for Christmas. We have Santa come three or four different times through Christmas, and we do a lot of stuff like that in an effort to give people a common place to come and to feel a part of the community that they're already living in. Because most people they feel very disconnected, not intentionally, they just do. I think our way of life at times pulls us away from getting connected because of social media and the internet in general. We can live separate lives. We can kind of live almost in an alternate reality. And we wanted to create a space that's in reality.
So tell me, which came first? The red beard on you or the red beard on the coffee shop?
The red beard was on me. That's I started growing my beard just about a year before my first child was born. So that was about 11 years ago now. About 11 years ago. And then we started the coffee shop in 17, which is we're coming up on number 5 here really soon.
Nice. So speaking of your children, I saw you on Saturday in a pirate getup. Tell me the story about how that character started and grew and what it is today.
Yeah, so our logo, it's a red beard with an eye patch, and the logo obviously came from my beard, but the eye patch portion of it was more it's a reminder for me. When I have 5 kids, and when we would play around at the house and we'd do things, we like to play pirates a lot, and I was Captain Redbeard, and it just kind of like it's so much fun. And so we put the eye patch on there, and it just reminds me to have fun. It reminds me to not take things too seriously, take life too seriously, and yeah, and to remember what I'm working for. I'm working for my kids. I'm working for, for fun, for life, to actually live life, not to be stuck in it.
Excellent. You've talked to me about the faith-based part of your community.
Yeah.
And all that. What about you involving the community of Dodge City?
I mean, as far as connecting with the community, a lot of what we try to do, we're trying to do fundraisers and things like that. There's all the typical things you can give to, but a lot of it is with the pirate, with Captain Redbeard, the pirate persona, and some of the things that we do, the events, we try to do them all for free. And we try to do a lot of stuff where we can get behind people. We'll do collaborations in shops, or where a portion of sales will go to whatever organization approaches us. Like, so whether it's like Big Brothers Big Sisters, and there's bigger organizations that are here, but then there's also local ones. The Friendship Feast is a local place that they make meals once a day for homeless or people that are just struggling. There's no requirement there. You just show up and you get a free meal. And so we partner with them a lot, and we try to give them a hand up and funds, and help them raise funds, because it's all locally supported, by individuals and churches and such. So we want to join in that. For me, when it comes to community, I really want to give. I feel like it gives us an opportunity as the church to be outside of the walls of the church. I think that's where we're supposed to live. That's what we're supposed to be. And I'm not going to stand here and preach at everybody, but I'm going to stand here and actually show up and be ready to give my time and have my money, and because I think that's really the call. That's really the purpose of what the church is supposed to do, especially the people in our neighborhoods. I think it's easy for us to give the organizations and these big things like they go overseas, and they look glamorous, or they maybe feel that way. And they're not bad. Like, I don't want to talk against that. I just think there's so many people that are hurting and broken, and you're standing next to them in the grocery store line, and your kids go to school with them, and you work next to them, and guess what? We are one. We're all broken people at times, and we need healing, and so that takes each other.
Excellent. All right. Lastly, give me your good pirate R.
Arr, matey.